Hi, bro learners. How are you? Hope you are doing great. My name is Ajaz and welcome back to my channel Pro Learner. Today we are going to start a brand new tutorial on C. In this video we will talk about first of all installation and setup. After that we discuss about variable input output, data types in C, instruction and operators in C, conditional statements, loop control statement, function and recursion, pointers, array, string, structure, file input output, dynamic memory allocation in C. To start our C programming journey, we need to first download and install a code editor, and after that we need to install the C compiler. First of all, we have to download Visual Studio Code, and after that hit enter, and here you can see the download option. We need to download for our machine which is Windows. You can download for Linux and MacBook if you are using Linux or MacBook. I'm just clicking here and it will start downloading in our machine. Okay, you can clearly see VS Code is successfully downloaded in our machine. Just click show in folder, and after that just double click on it. Just click on I accept the term and condition, click on next, and this is the destination folder where it is installed. Just click on next. If you want to change, just browse it here. I just leave it as it is and clicking on next, and after that click on next, click on next, or click on install. It takes some time, and after that it will successfully install in our machine. Just click on finish, and you can see it is successfully installed. When you install VS Code first time, then it will ask you the theme and programming language. You can set the theme and just click on OK and cut the window, and after that you can see this welcome button. Just click on cut, and I close this also, and after that we have to download and install the compiler, C compiler. Search Ming WGW download and hit enter. You can see the first link. Just click here and you can see the download option. Just click here. It will start downloading in 5 seconds. You can clearly see it is successfully downloaded in our machine. Just click here, double click. It will ask you permission. Just click on install, continue, click on continue, and here we have to download for all of this. Just click on mark as install, mark as install, mark as install, or mark as install. And when you click on install all, just click on mark all updated, apply the changes, and click on apply. It takes some time, and after that it will install in our machine. Now here you can see Ming GW is successfully installed in our machine. It takes too much time. Just have patience and have good internet connection, and after that click on close, click on cut, and after installation of Ming GW we have to open our file manager and go to the C drive. Just click on C drive, and here you can see Ming GW. Just click here and go to the bin file and just copy this path. Copy the path and click on close and search. Click on search button and search system environment variable. just click on environment variable. Now click on path here, just click on path, click on new and paste the path, and after that just click on OK, and click on OK. Now our Ming GW is successfully installed in our machine. Now after setting the path of C compiler, we need to open our VS Code. I just click on search button and find VS Code. Just click on OK, and after that we need to open a folder, or you can create a folder. I already created, that's why I open a folder which is in my D drive. I click on D drive, select the C program folder, click on open, and after that we need to create a file hello.c, and after that hit enter, and we need to install an extension of VS Code. Just click on extension here, and after that search C hyphen C++ and just click on here and install the extension. It takes some time, and after that it will successfully, depends on your internet. And just cut this out, just click here, and here we need to code our C program. I provide as include angular bracket stdio.h, and after that we provide int main, and here we provide return 0 because we providing a parameter int, that's why. Okay, now here I provide print f, and here I provide hello, and after that we need to provide the semicolon. Here you can see we have run option, but we cannot run from here. We have to open up our terminal, and here we have to provide hello gcc hello dot c and hit enter, and after that we have to provide dot slash a dot exe and hit enter. Now you can see we successfully compiled and run our first program. We will discuss about all of these things: what is has include, what is stdio.h, what is int, what is main, what is printf, and what is return 0 in our next chapter. Okay, now we are going to start our C programming journey. First of all, I open my VS Code. You also open your VS Code or which editor you downloaded, just open it, and after that click on file, and here you can see open the folder. Click here, and then you can select the folder where you want to store your program. I choose my D drive in which I provided C coding folder, and I select this folder and just open it. Now here you can see my C coding folder is empty. Now I just cut this out and create a file hello.c and hit enter, and after that I provide has include and then angular bracket stdio.h and then close the angular bracket and hit enter, and here I provide int then main, and after that I provide round bracket and then curly bracket, and here I provide print f and here I provide in double quote I provide hello C program, hello C, Okay, I provide here hello C, and after that I provide a semicolon, and then I provide return 0, then semicolon. We use semicolon in our C program to tell that compiler or our computer that this line ends here and next line start from here. If I just remove this backspace and just provide here, you can see in the same line, but we separate with semicolon. It means our next line is started. It will not give me any error. I just hit enter for sophistication of my code, and after that, to run this code, I just open my terminal, and here you can see we have new terminal. Just click here and you must select this folder. You can see we are on the C drive C coding, okay, D drive C coding. Okay, now here I provide GCC, which is our C compiler that we already downloaded, and after that we provide the file name hello dot C, and after that when you hit enter, you can see here another file is created. Let's see. You can see an exe file is created. It shows us when we compile and there is no error in our code, then it create a.exe is created, and if we want to run this program, we have to run dot backslash a, then dot exe. If you are using Mac or Linux, you have to type dot out, but I'm using Windows, that's why I provide exe, or you can check from here also the extension, and after that you need to hit enter. You can clearly see hello C is printed. If you provide any other thing, it will print also. Okay, now let's discuss about introduction of variable. What is a variable? A variable is nothing but it is a memory location used to store data. Here you can see we have a memory having some block. Let's suppose it is a X block, it is a Y block, it is a Z block, and this is P block. And when we initialize a variable with some value, it is stored in memory. Here you can see A variable store 20 and B variable store E, which is a character type. We will discuss about it. Now let's see how we can create this variable in our C programming. Okay, now to create a variable, we have to just remove this print line, and if you don't want, then you can leave it. I remove this line and provide int the data type. We define the data type, and after that we name something like I want a number, and I provide number 1 and provide some values. For example, I provide, let's suppose, 123, and here we have to provide a semicolon. It means it tells the end of the line. Okay, similarly we can provide float, or let's suppose we have a pi float equals to 3.14, and then we have to provide semicolon. You can see this is a float type, means it is a real number, and this is integer. Okay, now after that we have a character type, char variable. Here I provide letter equals to, let's suppose I provide here E, and you can see this is not giving me any error. If I want to compile this, just to use GCC hello.c and hit enter. It will recompile, and after that you can execute this with the help of this a.exe, and in case of Linux and Mac OS you use .out and hit enter. You can see it will not give me any error. and because we are not providing any print statement, that's why it not print anything. Okay, so this is how you can create variable with their type, int, float or char. Now let's discuss about the data type in C. First we have integer, which store integer values from positive infinity to negative infinity, but it can store only values that don't have any decimal point. For example, 123 or -123. It means we can store any value from minus infinity to plus infinity. And after that we have float data type, which store decimal values. Also you can see 19.99 is a decimal point value, and we can also store positive and negative value. Okay, now if we want to store character type in our variable, then we can use a char type, char data type, which can store a single letter. For example, A, B, or you can store any capital letter A, B, C, D, E, F, and any small letter. Okay, now after that let's talk about the naming of variable. We can name a variable that contain alphabet, digit and underscore. I will show you what is an underscore in practical implementation. Okay, a variable name must start with alphabet or underscore. We can start our variable with alphabet or underscore. It cannot start with digit. I will show you this when we try to start our variable name with digit, and show you the what error it gave us. Okay, now after that you can see there's no space between two variables name. When we want to start a grade name, for example rules for name, this is two word, and we provide a space, then it will give us error. I'll show you. And name any variable by reserve keyword. What is reserve keyword? Let's see. Here you can see we have these reserve keyword, which is auto, break, case, char, const, continue, default and so on. These reserve keyword, we cannot name any variable by this keyword. Okay, now let's create a variable name with underscore. Okay, I provide int, and here I click minus sign with shift key, shift and minus key. Here you can see this is negative, but in bottom line this is called underscore. Okay, now here I provide my value equals to, I provide 450 and then provide semicolon. You can see it will not give me any error. When I want to when I try to compile it, I just provide gcc hello C and hit enter. You can see it will not give me any error. Okay, now when I want to provide a number here, 1 2 3, for example I provide underscore my value 123 having 450 in it, and then I just compile this code and hit enter. You can see nothing is wrong. Okay, now when I want to just provide here a white space, and after that let's compile it. You can see it give me an error expected, equal sign, comma, semicolon, AMS. It will give me error that it not recognize this thing, which is not in the rule of C compiler. Okay, now similarly if I just remove this and I just clear, and when I provide here 1 in the starting of my variable name, which is not allowed, I just remove this 1 2 3 and try to run this gcc, and here I provide hello dot c and hit enter. You can see invalid suffix, and it means we cannot provide any number here. Okay, and now let's provide here else which is a reserved keyword we cannot use to declare a variable name. Now let's do the same thing, compile it and hit the enter. You can see an error, expected identifier or before else in this means it cannot recognize this else as a variable. Okay, this is how we can provide the naming. We can use capital letter, my value. Now let's save and just run this code. You can see there is no error. Okay, now after this, now let's create a char type. Here I provide chr and here I provide letter equals to, and here I provide e, and after that I provide here semicolon, and here I just change this f with c, and here I provide letter. And now let's run this code with gcc hello.c and hit enter. The main initialization. Okay, now here you can see we got an error because this e is in double quote and a character is always come with single quote. So make sure that you use single quote instead of double quote. Here I provide e. Now let's recompile it. You can see we don't have any error now, and after that we have to run this code. Let's hit enter. You can see this printed the value e. Okay, now let's talk about data types in C. A data type specifies the type of data that a variable can store, such as integer, floating, character, etc. We already discussed about the integer type and float and character type by the keyword int, float and char. Okay, now we have a list of data type. Here you can see this is having list, and according to the type we have memory size 1 byte to 10 byte and having range from -128 to 127 for 1 byte, and for 4 byte it is 0 to having some like crore type values. Okay, it means we can store 10 digit, 9 digit and so on, we according to the type of data that we use. Okay, now you don't need to remember all of this because we already see how we can use char, how we can use int and how we can use float. And if we want to increase the range of this data type, then we use double. If we want to increase the floating values, then if we want to some more add-on, then we can use long double, and similarly we can use int and int long. Okay, to increase the range of the data type or variable that we use. Okay, now let's talk about what is a compiler. A computer program that translates C code into machine code. What does it mean by C code and what does it means by machine level code? When we using C language, it is a high level language which is we can understand easily, and it has some syntax, and according to that we can put the input and get the output from our computer. This is high level language, and when we use a compiler, it translate this high level language code into a machine level code which is 0 1, and after that our machine is able to interpret what we want and what it should be do. Okay, so this is the work of compiler. That's why we first compile our code, it convert into zeros and ones form, and after that when we execute this code, then we get the output. And when we use a Windows machine, then it is of a.exe file, and when we use Mac or Linux, then it is of a.rt out type. Okay, so this is the work of compiler. Okay,